Hello, I'm Alan Bayless of R.A. Bayless & Associates. I want to speak to you for a minute about charges of driving without a valid California license. A lot of times there are, well, first that can be charged as either a misdemeanor or an infraction. Most of the time, the officers tend to charge it as a misdemeanor, and that puts the case into a little bit different process than it would be if it were an infraction. But especially here in Orange County, we have a lot of students here from foreign countries, and when a person is in California, the law basically says that you have to get a California license once you become a California resident. And a California resident, or the term resident, means that this is the place you are and intend to always return to when you leave. So in the case of a lot of foreign students, they're here for their studies, they're here for a couple of years, and then they may return back to their home country. And so under the law, if you have a student visa, or you're here on a temporary basis in California, and you have a valid driver's license from your home country, then you really are not legally required to have a California driver's license because you're not a resident. However, I do recommend that people that come here to study for a year or two or however long, they really should get a California license, because it avoids the possibility of getting a misdemeanor charge of driving without a license, and then you have to deal with that case. I do those cases all the time. I've been very, very successful at getting those cases dismissed because of the requirement that you don't necessarily have to get a California license if you're only here temporarily. Unfortunately, a lot of police officers really don't know that part of the law. On the other hand, if you're a California resident and you don't have a license, then normally the best thing to do is to, if possible, get your license, and that helps to resolve your case with a lesser impact on you down the road, usually financially and sometimes legal issues as well. So I do recommend that people get their California license if they're here for any length of time, but if someone gets charged for driving without a license, then we can handle those cases, and we've been very successful at getting many of them dismissed.